Hello, it is, what day is it? It's February 23rd. Actually, it's February 24th, early in the morning, and I just felt like I needed to make a short video to say thank you to all you guys that have been wishing me happy birthday and all the messages that I've gotten since my birthday, which was technically the 18th. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you know this has been a really trying few years for me. And this past holiday season, although I didn't talk much about it, was particularly difficult for a lot of reasons that I'm not going to go into. But really, the point of this message and why I felt like I needed to put one out there is I'm feeling such an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the kindness, the gestures, the acts of kindness, the thoughtfulness, just everything that people have done to go out of their way to let me know that not only did they know it was my birthday, but to make me feel special, loved, appreciated, and acknowledged. It may not seem like a big deal to you what you did, but if you only knew the horrors of my past many, many, many birthdays have been really something I don't want to think about. And I know the last thing, actually, the first time I ever attempted to make any kind of video was the Holiday Orphan video, which I did. And I made that just before the world kind of fell in on me. I had no idea that when I made that video on Thanksgiving night that a whole lot of tragedies were about to happen that I've since had to work through. But the point of this is really gratitude. I wanted to let everyone know how extremely grateful I am. There's so many levels of restoration and healing that have been going on in my life. I'm actually still processing it, and the little things that people have done that they don't realize are things that I have hoped for and wished for and never spoken. It's just the hand of God I see moving towards restoring my life. And in the last 23 days, this is quite a statement to make, but it's so true. In the last 23 days, I have felt between all the calls, kindness, messages, being taken out, cards, everything, between all of it, I have, in my entire life, all of it, I have never felt more loved than I do right now. And I want to say names, but I know I'll leave some out, so I hesitate to start. But especially for those of you who have read my book, it's just, it's miraculous, really, to be able to make such a statement, because to have so many good memories back to back to back happen in the last few days in a life that has been just the opposite, back to back to back. What other bad thing can possibly happen to a human being? It's just been, like I always say, it's like a train wreck. It's just one thing after another. To see the redemption, the restoration, to see things finally starting to make sense and to turn out good, it's strange, really, and it's amazing. And just to clarify, my life is by no stretch of the imagination. In no way is it all working and everything is not perfect and fine. But that's, I think, also the point. We don't have to wait till we feel like life is perfect to be grateful and to focus on and to choose to focus on what is going right. um, there are always going to be things that are going wrong, always. And um, if you know about my story, you know that that's a lot of my survival mechanism is no matter what's going on to try and focus on what I am grateful for and what is working and what's going right. And in this moment, I am so profoundly grateful for my friends, for my church family, for the people from my past. And like I said, I don't want to start naming names because I know I'll leave people out and they'll feel bad. You know who you are, but just the series of events over the last few weeks that has happened, um, I just wanted to say thank you and to encourage those of you. Um, December and January were really crushing months for me. They were just epic, horrible, really. I don't talk about it much. I'm not a complainer, but the only reason I'm bringing it up now is I just want to encourage you in a moment, in a day, God can come in and turn the tides in your life. And like I said, my life is not working perfectly at this time. There's still a lot going on, a lot of struggle, a lot of challenge. There are still things going on. But in the midst of that, I do see that the seasons are changing and things are starting to work. So I want to encourage you, if you are just really hanging on to the end of a shoestring and your life is just hard, I feel you. I'm with you. I know the times when you just want to pull a blanket over your head and just birthdays, holidays, and just life in general. It just gets so hard sometimes. Um, just never give up. Hold on. And as I said in the Holiday Orphan video, please, please, please reach out. I am committed and determined with every breath I have to, in some way, as I continue to figure things out, to create ways and venues and ways to bring hope and help to people. Because I know what it's like to not have anybody. I know what it's like to feel alone. I know what it's like to feel like if one more thing happens, I cannot take one more thing, and then another thing happens, and then another thing happens, another thing happens. I know how that feels. And I just want to let everyone know you're not alone. I am only one person, so obviously I cannot communicate with everyone in the world, but I want to let you know that I do pray for you. I see a lot of your messages. I see a lot of your comments. I do think of you, and I am really, really grateful for you. For those of you who have, I want to acknowledge again, those of you who have taken me out for my birthday, acknowledged my birthday, given me things, given me cards, your thoughts, your messages, that you let me know things matter, that I do. I just really, really thank you for that. And I'm also so grateful for the people who have circled back into my life. That means so much to me. You know who you are. My foster sisters, my foster mom, so many people that mean so much to me. My first best friend. I don't know if you'll see this, but Debbie, I love you. I just really can't go into names, but thank you. Thank you, everybody, and I look forward to continuing this journey and having some good news for you in the future. All right? So thanks again for all of your birthday wishes, and everyone. I am so grateful. And if you know someone that's having a birthday, and you know somebody that generally people that don't have anyone don't talk about their birthday, but if you want to make an effort and find out when people's birthday is, and I do that. You know, in fact, I was saying to somebody yesterday, when I start my day off and I make it a point to wish people a happy birthday, some of which I don't know, it's really an important thing to me. It's such a hugely important part of my day every day to do that. And a lot of people might be like, why are you doing that? It's such a waste of time. Don't you have more important things to do? No, I do not. And I'll tell you why. Um, Especially for the people that don't have anyone saying happy birthday to you. I may be sometimes the only or one of the few people that does say happy birthday. And if I did that, and that's what I did that day, that may be very well the most important thing I did that day. So, the whole point of everything, of all of this, the continuation to the holiday orphan going into the birthday orphan now, no longer. It's like people that have read my book, it's kind of like no more sad Raven. What I'm feeling right now, and I know this is getting long, I apologize. And if you know me, you know I don't plan anything I do, so this is just coming straight out off the cuff from my heart. But the feelings that I'm feeling, that I'm still trying to process, it's finally like happy Raven. This overwhelming amount of love, this outpouring of love from people all over the world, from my past, from my present, from many years back. All of this love being poured out on me, even as I battle through some of the most difficult times of my life and challenging circumstances, is creating feelings in me that I've never felt, that are not familiar, and I'm still trying to define them. And I believe this is happiness that I'm feeling, which for me is a very unusual feeling. Uh, my childhood was definitely not happy. But thank you for helping me to be able to feel all this love and happiness and the restoration that I'm feeling. And whoever you are out there, whatever's going on, no matter how chaotic, no matter what a mess, what a disaster, whatever's going on in your life, um, I just want to encourage you, please hold on and know that God does have a plan and a purpose for your life. And I pray that He brings people around about you that would come in and comfort you and befriend you and be kind to you. And I always have to bring in my bully victims. I mentioned bullying very, very briefly in the last thing I did, and I didn't say why I brought it up, but I was severely bullied in many different ways, actually, at home and at school, and even at my jobs. It's like I had a label on my head. I think if you come of a certain background and you have been abused, I think sometimes you're singled out and targeted, and you accept a lot more than other people would. But if you were being bullied, please, please reach out. Please talk to a teacher, an adult, a caring person, and even adults get bullied for that matter. Cyberbullying, all kinds of things going on. So there's so much more I could say on that, but thank you. I hope you're having a great night wherever you are, and I appreciate sincerely from the bottom of my heart everything that everyone has done. Thank you.